Welcome to our show, the Yaba TV Show. My name is Priscilla, your host. The concept of our show is to bridge the cultural divide between Africans and African Americans based on first-hand knowledge. We'll share with you information from Africa, the Caribbean, and African Americans, and of course bring you great entertainment. So on our show, you'll be able to find out where to go in Africa for investment, what to do, who to contact as you follow along with our show. Every different show is different, every topic is different, every discussion brings you value about Africa. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, everyone you know about our fabulous show. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the Yaba TV Show. This show will educate you, teach you information about what's happening with your children, what's happening with your family, but particularly our topic today is how to allow your children to be successful, what to do, what to teach them to be successful. If you really want them to be successful in life, there are examples that you show them, you teach them, and you allow them to walk by faith and be able to grasp those examples and be successful in life. So we have a young lady that will tell you everything you need to know. So don't miss this video. Tell your friends, tell your families, tell your neighbors that the Yaba TV Show is coming your way. Welcome back to our lovely show, the Yaba TV Show. My name is Priscilla, your host. So today our topic is how to prepare your children to be successful in life. You know, you have to be not just a teacher, but an excellent example for your children, because they're not only listening to what you say to them, they're doing what they see you do. So we have Priscilla Carter, who is going to tell you all about that and more. So you're in for a treat. Priscilla, it's a pleasure to have you on our show. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am an educator. I am a grandmother of 4 great-grandsons. I have 3 adult children that have been amazing, and 2 of them are amazing parents. Because of my parenting experiences and my lack of knowledge, I chose to go into a field that I didn't see too many that looked like me. I wanted to learn life skills, how to have a better family, how to train you to be a better you at doing what God gave us as a mission, to be parents.
Interesting. It's not always easy to be a great parent. Anyone can be a parent, but I mean a good parent, a great parent, there are not too many out there. So for someone who have children and is wanting to see their kids succeed in life, what should they be doing?
From infancy, you plant the seeds of greatness by telling them who they are going to be, not who they are. I think many parents look at their children and they see a little mini me. They see themselves reincarnate. But if you want your child to be better, and that should be the goal of every parent, to have the next generation aspire to be better than they were, then you plant those seeds. You tell that child in infancy how great they are. You tell them, their first words don't have to be mama. Their first words could be help, success. You know, I listened to Prince Harry say yesterday that his son's first word was a word that had 3 syllables in it. That's success. To have your child be better, to do better. I think when children start to school is when we think we begin to teach them, but we teach them from birth. When a child sees you arguing and fighting and angry, they're learning to communicate. And I used to tell my students when I was teaching family life, children learn on a script. Their life is a silent film being played out. When they see you fighting and you make up later, they don't hear the words, they see the behavior. So you taught Johnny that when you slapped mommy, you loved her, because the next things Johnny saw was you give her a kiss. So when Johnny slaps his doll and kicks his dog, he says, I love you because I learned how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Behavior is learned. And we can teach the good lesson or we can teach the bad lesson.
Do you believe that this should be from the get-go, like from prenatal care, education, and moving forward? Is that important?
Always. It's a life lesson. It's from preschool, because we know from what child psychologists have taught us that from the age of 18 months old until they become toddlers at 3, they are learning and they are growing. Their environment is teaching them. And who are your first teachers? Your parents.
How important is the first 5?
The first 5 are extremely important because that is when we are building our communication skills. We are learning our identity. We are learning who society says we should be, but it's up to that parent to teach them who they can be.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Like I said earlier in my introduction, I said kids will look at what you do and follow your example. How can you measure that?
You can quantify it by what you see your children do behind your behavior. We don't teach our children to be stupid, but we expose them to things that allow them to think they may be. I remember when my oldest child, who had dyslexia, came to me and he says, Mommy, I don't understand. And I didn't know why he didn't understand. So I had them test him and found out he was dyslexic. After I got all of the tools and the pieces, then I found out the education system wasn't prepared to accept them. And that meant I had to teach him. I had to find a way to put in the missing pieces. So that first 5, you're watching your child. You know your child. It's not what they tell you, it's what you know. If your child gives you the clues to what's wrong with them, then it's up to you to become a treasure hunter and find it. Find what's missing that's going to help that child grow and develop.
And that brings me to our next question. You seem to have passion for education for children, especially kids with special needs. Tell us about that.
I became an educational advocate over 25 years ago because there were so many children, particularly of color, who were not getting the help they needed at the school system. Mm-hmm. Advocacy means, it doesn't mean I go in and tell somebody to treat your child better. First, it means I teach you how to treat your child better. And then I teach you how to look for what your child should be getting. Many of our children, especially up to the 3rd grade, are not learning what they need to learn. And we assume that our children are getting everything they need in the classroom. Mm-hmm. But when you watch your child learn and study and do their homework, and then you pick up the book and you realize your child had no clue what they were doing, and you go to a teacher and the teacher says, oh, he'll learn later. No, he needs to be learning now. But as an educated and awake and an aware parent, you start looking for the things that will make that happen. And up until the 3rd grade, everything is repetitious. Mm-hmm. But if your child gets to the 3rd grade and they slip past that curve, then after that, if they didn't learn it, they don't teach it. So it's up to the parent to know that that child did not learn it.
Interesting. What can you tell our viewers who may be having special needs kids, the key to a successful parenting?
Pay attention, listen, observe. Go to that classroom periodically and see who is teaching your child. Hear what your child is hearing. And trust me, if you sat there and you didn't understand it, your child didn't understand it. You are allowed by law to spend 20 minutes a day in a classroom. That's the law. Many parents don't avail themselves of the opportunity. School teachers will tell them, well, you can't sit here. But the law says you are allowed 20 minutes a day to observe in that classroom. You don't get to interfere, you just sit there and listen. Guess what? You get a better teacher for your child when that teacher knows there's eyes on them.
That's so true. So Priscilla, for our viewers that want to reach you for the beautiful message that you've given to them, they want to contact you for any reason, how can you be reached?
I'm going to give my email address, and that is the best way to contact me. But there will be a book coming out that Yaba will get the information for. It'll be an ebook that will be giving information on how parents can better parent and get their children through the educational milestones and roadblocks that are out there. But my email address is crossroad, CROSSROAD, the number 4, PCC@AOL.com.
Okay. Repeat that again.
Crossroad, CROSSROAD, the number 4, PCC@AOL.com.
All right. We do want to thank you for taking the time to share with us what you know about preparing your children to be successful. It has been an inspirational moment, a moment to not just inspire but teach, a moment to recover those that thought all hopes were lost. But I think they've come to realize that it's never too late to make a new beginning. And this is the time to make a new beginning with such a message. Thank you again for your time
And
on our
thank you
show.
so much for having me.
You're welcome. We have come to the end of this exclusive interview with Priscilla Carter. But if you'd like to reach her, she's giving her contact information. If you'd like to reach us directly at Yaba TV, the number is 562-833-8294. Again, 562-833-8294. Till then, we will see you at the next video on the Yaba TV show, your contemporary bridge to the motherland, Africa.
Do you own a business? Find out in 30 seconds if you have a tax credit up to $14,000. Go to www.gmg.me/267485. That's gmg.me/267485, or call Denise Boroff of Nisi Business Solutions at 424-217-9649. That's 424-217-9649.
Many working Americans don't have legal protection, but with Legal Shield, you can access quality attorneys for a low monthly fee. Expected and unexpected legal issues arise every day. Get protected. Get Legal Shield. Get a peace of mind. Call Georgia Cannon Eileen, a Legal Shield independent associate at 323-804-1105. That's 323-804-1105. Or visit gcauleen.wearelegalshield.com. Lifetime Exterminators and Construction is your one-stop shop, licensed in all 3 branches: termites, fumigation, and pest control. We are insured and bonded, FHA and VA approved. Low prices with 42 years of experience. We get it done right the first time, and payment plans are available. Call William Jackson at 323-445-5358. That's 323-445-5358.
Thank you so much for watching our show, the Yaba TV show. I'm sure you were informed, entertained, or if nothing else, you learned something from it. Well, we will see you next time on the next video on the Yaba TV show. If you have a comment or question, you may contact us at 562-833-8294. Again, 562-833-8294. Till then, we will see you on the next video.